News Vibe. It's Monday, January 20th, 2025, and we are on the eve of a historic winter storm, particularly for our friends in the deep south. Satellite imagery reveals an unusual jet stream pattern, pulling in Arctic air across the lower 48 states. This has set the stage for a rare and potentially dangerous winter storm, bringing snow and ice to places that rarely experience such conditions. Winter storm warnings stretch all the way to the Gulf Coast, covering southern Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and even parts of the Florida Panhandle. For many areas, this is the first time they have seen such warnings in over a decade, and for others, this may be an unprecedented event. Even if you're not in the direct path of the storm, the widespread cold air is affecting nearly everyone in the country. Wind chills in North Dakota have dropped to minus 55 degrees Fahrenheit, and below zero temperatures are being reported as far south as Texas. This frigid air will persist through midweek, making travel and outdoor activities extremely hazardous. At the same time, this extreme weather pattern is creating another major threat in the west. Cold air sinking from Canada through the Rockies is expected to generate powerful Santa Ana winds in Southern California. Red flag warnings have been issued for areas including Ventura, Santa Clarita, and even parts of San Diego, with wind gusts reaching up to 100 miles per hour in the mountains. These conditions create a nightmare scenario for wildfires, with humidity levels dropping to as low as 5%. With the region already vulnerable due to previous fires, any small spark could rapidly escalate into a major wildfire event. Emergency officials are preparing for possible evacuations as these extreme winds and dry conditions take hold. This is an unusual combination of weather events. While the Deep South prepares for a historic snowstorm, the West braces for an extreme fire danger, underscoring the volatility of this winter weather system. As the storm intensifies, heavy snow is expected to fall across southern Texas and Louisiana, with Houston seeing potential accumulations of up to 3 inches or more. Freezing rain could make travel nearly impossible, and with wind gusts reaching 30 to 35 miles per hour, power outages are a real concern. Roads like I-10 between Lake Charles and Lafayette may become completely impassable, as local authorities lack the resources to deal with such snowfall. By Tuesday morning, the storm will move eastward, bringing blizzard conditions to New Orleans and Mobile, Alabama, with snowfall even extending into the Gulf of Mexico. Some models suggest that New Orleans could see up to 10 inches of snow, which would be a record-breaking event for the city. Further east, Atlanta may see some flurries, but the heaviest impacts will remain south of the city, affecting coastal Georgia and parts of the Carolinas. While ice accumulations in Florida and Georgia may not be as severe as initially feared, the situation remains fluid, and last-minute changes in the storm's trajectory could still bring significant disruptions. With power outages likely in areas experiencing heavy snow and ice, residents should be prepared for extended periods without electricity. The biggest concern is the prolonged cold that will follow the storm, with temperatures remaining well below average through the end of the week. Many areas in Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi will experience freezing temperatures for days, complicating recovery efforts. Fortunately, a significant warm-up is expected by Sunday, which should help melt any lingering snow and ice. Until then, officials urge people to stay off the roads, stock up on essentials, and take this storm seriously. This is a once-in-a-generation event for the Deep South, and while winter storms of this magnitude are rare, preparation is key to ensuring safety. Stay tuned to News Vibe for continued updates as this historic storm unfolds.